Hmm. Hmm. Do you think we are perhaps alive? Are we alive? I actually don't know. According to YouTube, we quite possibly could be. And it does sound like we are, which is good news. Because it has been definitely a minute. It's definitely been a second. Where the okay, I gotta send this to some people, spread the word, if you will. Tell some people about the existence of this. It doesn't really matter. But I am gonna send this to okay, okay. So, actually I should pull out the chat. That's probably a good idea. So I can actually see it. No, I have no idea. Would that be a good idea? All right. So hi. It's been I want to say 2 weeks. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. It's definitely been a second. Don't worry, I've got the picker wheel open for when that nerd eventually shows up, so we can do that. I have that queued. When was my last live stream exactly? It says 2 weeks ago. But when actually was that? June 16th. Today is July 3rd, so close enough. It's definitely been a second since I did a stream last, and yeah, it's because I was away. I was in Dublin, and now I'm back now, back at streaming, maybe perhaps a wee bit, itty bitty. Uh, and yeah, there's gonna be there's gonna be another probably delay between me and the next stream because guess what? I'm going away again. Yeah, I've got a busy summer. It's fun for game dev. I've got some streams. I think they should be cycling down at the bottom, maybe. Looks like it. Um, yeah, they're going all right. So I have my goals lined up here. And I think I'll just go like briefly run through them as I do normally. Kind of at the beginning of every stream, I just kind of talk about them. Eject says, "You have a busy summer." Well, you know what you can't be busy for? The spinning now that you're here. I can actually do it. What do we get? Deep purple, looks like. Yeah, alright. Filters. Do I have that as a preset? I do. There you go. We got wavy purple. You want me to get... Did we get that last time? I don't know if we got that last time. I thought we got, orange. Maybe we didn't. That's the current stream. This one. So when you were here at the end, we we got wavy blue, the original. I was not there. Okay, so you mean, what about this time? Were you even here, this one? This one, okay, this is the one where I had to wait for you. Last one you remember is purple, which clearly means that the last one was purple. You know what? I'm feeling kind. Let's do another one. Oh, please not. Okay. I Why though? I want it to be barf orange. Do you really want it to be barf orange over purple? Is that really what you want? We have nice calming purple here and you want to get rid of it for barf orange? That's what you want? You wanted fair re This is what I'd consider a fair reroll. I don't want orange. No comment. Hey, look, we got a color fair and square. Wow. Filters. All right. I don't think I had this as one before. I could take a look at the properties of this. Don't mind this. Don't mind that. Actually, you can't even see it, so it doesn't matter. Um, Filters. I just wanted to check what I had on here. So, that's red. That's nothing. That's green, and that's orange. Okay, I have a green one. Yeah, I think this might be the official first time we've rolled Aqua, which is honestly pretty cool. So let's add a color correction. Actually, I'll bring this over so you can see me doing this live. Um, I don't think I need to hue shift this that much. I want to go like here, and then and like that, and then that's a bit too bright. Jeremy, Jeremy means you have to figure out how to do rainbow. That is not the case, and that is also not what we agreed upon. Jeremy is that I get to pick whatever I want for that. You very well know that. We're not changing it. If we ever get Jeremy, I'm gonna pick something. I'm also scared for that day because I have yet to prepare something for Jeremy. I actually left a note to myself right before I started the stream, which I said, prepare video for Jeremy. In case it happens, because you never know. I'm gonna get it one of these days. If I just stream long enough, I'm gonna roll it. Also, is this aqua good? I think it probably is. May not pick something. You gotta figure out something special. I'm not. No. It's not a. I don't pick a color. I'm picking a video. I'm picking something completely different than wavy. If I get Jeremy, that's what's happening. That's why I need to prepare a video for when I roll Jeremy. Might need to turn down some of these sliders. I think this is good. I think this is our good watercolor aqua. And I think that is what it will be kept at. So there you go. Watercolor aqua for the stream. We've got some goals for today. I should also probably run you guys down with the many changes since I've last streamed. Is not a because Jeremy, this is true. He's locked in my basement. He cannot be a waiver. Anyway, so I have a few things open. Don't mind those. So the title screen's looking the same. This area looking pretty much the same. I actually don't think there's any difference in this area of the map or of the game because all of the difference comes here, the actual game. First thing I can tell you, there is no god in your basement. That is correct. He is blind to this area. Not since you escaped. Yeah. I actually can pull up something for comparison from the recent video that I made. I can compare how the area used to look. Me. Here. Okay. So ignoring these, but you can basically see how it used to look, right? This is also what it looked like the last stream, right? The background was the same. It's this like rock texture. However, the walls were it's literally the same exact rock texture except brighter. I don't need to say anything. That's what it was. It literally was the exact texture in the exact same place, just brighter, right? I literally thought you told me you thought I was gonna keep that for the final thing, which is kind of funny, but I'm not. As you can see now, we have actual walls. Now, it's a bit claustrophobic. Ignore the changes to the arrow behavior, like they actually stick in walls now, for briefly. I mean, it's very, very brief of effect, but that's one other thing I did. I made arrows look nicer. Anyway. The wall now actually fades to black, and the black is just everywhere. And the main reason I did this, instead of making it like a gray or something, is because I want to focus your attention on the area and the game itself. I don't want you to be like looking over here, you know, because like if you can see over here, you might be like tempted to be distracted while this and you look over there. I don't know. I just want to focus whatever's going on to the actual important part of the game, which is here. Now, maybe I might do something. I might make it like slightly gray or something. I don't know. Black could be a bit too harsh. If you don't stream for 3 weeks, you can. If I don't stream for 3 weeks, well, that's not gonna happen. Frankly, that won't happen. And you will spam me. That's an interesting rule idea. Where if I do not, wait, should we do a rule? Yeah, I did read that right. So you're proposing a rule where if I do not stream for 3 weeks, continue like if you don't work on a video in a year. Shit, I might actually fail that one. That one might actually like happen though. That's the problem. It has like a very plausible chance of happening. Varying degrees and method. Look, I'm not gonna do that rule because that is a very possible. But also, if you have a look in here and you take a look at like I don't know video. I don't know. I'm trying to find do like I've talked about stuff. Why is this video doing so well? This is all talking about the recent release. I gotta. Is this talking about the video I was making or a separate one? Okay, this one that I'm talking about here is very clearly the recent release. But I have had a few failed uploads that I never finished. Um, for example, actually, I have a couple. In here, if I go to, where is it? Can I remember? I put it somewhere. I think it's in D Video DaVinci unreleased videos. Here we go. So this one was a failed project idea of mine. I'm not really going to go through it because it's kind of, I didn't like it, but this was all talking about Umbra. I mean, you can see right here, it's like me, Bruce. This is my old icon, so you can see it's before I made the change. And this is talking about Umbra. I also had made a failed, never released video for Delusion. Hold on. Where's my drive? So if we go to the crafting thing, you can see there's actually two scripts here. The second script is the one I used. The first script is my original draft of it. We go backwards in time to Umbra. You can see there's a script idea here for when I was going to make a script for this. There is, if we go to Delusion, Delusion script, Delusion script, Delusion script. So that was 3 different script ideas that I had for videos for Delusion, and I never made them. Right? I've been attempting to make videos for like I haven't just exactly been radio silent on like without reason. I've been trying to make videos. They just have all been really bad. So I never did it. If I make it as the most consistent chatter that doesn't playtest the game, can my title be the Leak Master God? You mean you want to? You mean what is? I'm actually not confused at what that statement means. You mean you want to be referenced as God, and you want your title to be the Leak Master, or do you want to be called the only mostly consistent viewer that doesn't playtest the game, the Leak Master God? I'm gonna need some clarification on this one, because it's a bit ambiguous, you know. And while we wait for a response, no, your full name is the Leak Master God. This reminds me of like leaking out liquid, like you're a master at losing liquid. Anyway. There actually is more changes that I haven't gone over, like this. Now, this is a menu that probably is familiar, or maybe not. I honestly, genuinely cannot remember if I've talked about this. I know you sent something. No, you're just saying no. Never mind. I thought you did, but I do not leak liquids. You do though. That's what it is. That's what your thing means. That's what the Leak Master is. Just shooting arrows over there. Waiting until eject farts on the dingle. He hasn't sent anything. I don't know. No, the Leak Master is a master of the press leaks. Then shouldn't it be the Press Leak Master? Anyway, this menu looks like shit. That's kind of on purpose because I threw this together in like a couple minutes maximum, and for one express purpose. That, that item right there is the only one I've actually drawn. It kind of looks like a battery. I'm not sure if I want this to be a battery or a can, because I originally envisioned it to be a can. However, it looks like a battery, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm still debating it. Anyway, we have our battery can right here, and there is currently no way to like inspect it to see what it does. Because again, I threw this together in a very short amount of time. But this is a like sprint can, not really. The battery looks mad expired. Yes, it does. Well, it's also not really a battery, but also not really a can. I don't fucking know what it is. It's a thing. It just increases my movement speed by 10%, but that isn't that's one of the changes that I made that actually works. There's actually how many items did I make? I have a list of them in here. Or probably. This is my I had like an idea. Drink battery acid. Maxes a point. That's a good one. That's a good one. It's soda brand. Okay. It's a soda brand. Uh Speed boots battery acid. Name battery acid. There you go. So that's gonna be things. If I ever add like flavor text, I've been thinking of doing that, kind of like Risk of Rain 2's logbook, where I kind of like have extra descriptions, kind of just talking about random shit. I could show like say that the that the item is it's a brand of soda called battery acid that you drink. So I've got like a list of ideas for various items. I don't really know if I'll do them all or how many of them I'll do, or I probably want more, to be honest. But I just like created a list of various items that I could kind of do shit with, and that's the area. That's the thingy. Anyway, in here we have battery acid now. Anyway, so of those, I did like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them I made. And then I think that's all the ones I did. Like I just did like a bunch of the basic ones. They don't, and the only one that has like the actual icon is battery acid. Anyway, there is still more that I need to talk about that's changed. So, we have, of course, the same classic amount of enemies. This weapon is still way too overpowered. So we have, of course, me. I need to add some random variation to their attack speed, because I think there might be. Or, actually, no, there isn't. There isn't. Make an item called Andy's Coffin that spawns a sister you can... Interesting. I'm debating that one. That one's pretty good. I do say it is pretty good. But also, I definitely could foresee some issues with it. Namely, I don't know the best way to implement it, right? Like, how would you commit the act? And I think that's a big problem, and one that I'm not willing to dedicate enough power to, or brain power to. So I'm gonna deny that one. And I'm looking around because he's referencing. You think I don't know? Think I don't know what he's talking about? I don't even remember what the name of the game is. It's some stupid fucking game on Steam that I can never remember it. It's like the coffin. I'm gonna find this over here. The coffin of. Oh, wait, okay, it is. Yeah, okay. It's the coffin of Andy and Layla. That's what he's talking about. Anyway, I did close that. Yeah, okay, we're good. I'm looking for the final thing. So there actually is a new thing around. There's a new one there's a new friend in these parts. It's really the purple that I put around it is like flickering around. It's like moving around and shifting. It's actually decently hard to see. I'm not sure if I want to change that exactly. And he gets pretty angry. There's currently very, very little animation currently. I mean, the only animation is the shifting of these things. So that's a bunch of them in a row. So they're gonna start lunging at me, like they do. And they do this. And if they hit me, if I let them hit me for a second, they ram into me. They do a bunch of damage. It's fairly easy to avoid them, to be honest, but it's definitely harder to do when you can't one tap them like this. Make them red, green, and bitches. I'm debating it. I mean, it definitely could. It definitely could be interesting. I'm just getting hit by every single attack. Shoink, shoink. So, I've also nerfed arrows, so they don't They don't have infinite range anymore. I know this is very sad, but you can no longer make them go forever. Technically, they didn't have infinite range, but they practically had infinite range. They lasted for like 5 whole seconds at this speed, which was more than enough to send them many, many times the distance of your screen distance. Milo, how do I add text outlines in Google Drawings? The fuck do you mean, how do you add text outlines? What? So you mean you take some text and then you add an outline, you know? And then if you want to make it look slightly nicer, you do that. What do you... What? I don't know. I don't know. I think this guy's a bit out there. Anyway. Oh, this guy is baffled. He's absolutely craven. So so that's most of the main changes. I made some other slight stuff, some other slight adjustments around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go through some of these tunnels. You can see I've already cleared out the enemies here, but I want to interact with Baller. And we still have this stuff. This is still a remnant from before, but you can see this menu looks terrible now because, I mean, black on black, you just can't see it at all. But that's because this menu was designed with the previous thing, existence in mind. You won't be able to open that in here, obviously, or I guess not obviously. You wouldn't be able to open it in here and access your inventory. That's the idea. Which is also why it looks really bad when you layer it like this. It doesn't matter. I'm going to go through some of these goals, though, because I have yet to, because I got a bit sidetracked. So number 1, make camera smoothing. This is something that's, I think, best demonstrated by having a look in the game itself. So if you take a look, right, I don't know how obvious it is, or how jarring it is, rather, but everything shifts over by an entire pixel whenever I'm doing this. There is no in-between, right? And, I mean, obviously that makes sense, because everything is being, well, downscaled and then re-upscaled to be this pixelated effect. However, it does mean that, because there is no way for a pixel to exist in between pixels, it creates this very harsh, jittery effect. So what I want to do is try to see if I can create some kind of camera smoothing. I have some ideas, and I know some possible methods of doing it. The only thing is I'm not sure how possible it is, or how annoying it will be. You could use interpolation for that. No, you could not. My current idea is to essentially, because what's happening here is we have the main camera, I think it's this, right? We've got this camera, which is actually rendering the stuff, and then we have the other camera, which is a child of it. This one renders the game this is the pixelated render, and this one, I believe, is a specific overlay for the player exclusively, so that they and their weapon do not conform to the same pixelization, if that makes sense. Basically, even though the player is a pixelated thing, children, I do love children. Even though the player and the weapon are very clearly pixelated, that's actually because they're drawn like that, and if I just didn't have them as pixelated sprites, they wouldn't be. And of course, the reason for this is that your weapon, which goes at every which angle or degree, looks fine. It had some problems with being pixel snapped, so I made it not. Anyway, so my current idea is to basically take the position of this, mod its position by 1/16 to give you the distance in between pixels. So essentially, if I was able to like you can see how you can kind of shift it around a bit like this. I can't get that close to it. How dare you? You can shift it around a bit before it actually starts caring. This needs to be at 0. You could see that I was able to shift it up to 0.03, right? And you can see it's wiggling back and forth. I mean, it's a very minor change, but you can see that it's able to do that. And because it's able to, okay. because it's able to go all the way up to like here, right? Without changing the actual display, it creates the harshness that we were seeing before. And I know what I might be able to do is isolate this by taking the position, modulating it by 1/16 to get the wiggle room area, and then applying that back to it in some way after it's been pixelated. However, I'm not exactly sure if it'll work. So that's why I have it as attempt to, because I'm not exactly sure if it'll work. Anyway, next thing I want to do is create barrels. I haven't made the pictures for them yet, or the sprites or the assets for them. I haven't done that, but we can make the functionality for them, which should be kind of interesting. I wanna have barrels that are around the map that you can destroy, that have like a chance of dropping like a soul thing when you break them, so you can get a bit of healing from them. And I want to like make them using some of the furniture, which is something over here. Where is it here? So we have the sharpets, because I made carpets also. Steal the barrels from rust. Colors. Barrels from rust. I don't actually know what those are. Barrels in rust. Images. I mean, I can. Literally, I can just copy and paste them. I can just take the image, downscale it to become like a pixelated image, trace it so that it matches the correct art style, and then that's the thing. There you go. Also this. Make a 2D DRG barrel. Let me pull one up. So a DRG barrel could be funny. Although I don't know how I would let you ride them. You know, how would I let you ride it? That's the problem. How would we do barrel riding? I don't know. Whatever. That's one other thing that we can do. Next, I want to fix the camera teleportation bug. And that's kind of a shitty name for it. I don't really know what to call it, but basically it's best if I show you. So, when you go to here, so I've spawned in, and then I go to the main menu, and then I go here. The camera kind of freaks its shit out for a second. Stepping on them just makes you start to spaz, maybe. So what's going on is this is located at 0, 0, whereas the other thing is located somewhere else. It's around, it changes where you are. So when you go to the main menu and then you go back, the camera tries to zoom or fly from wherever it used to be at 0, 0, and you can see it right there, and I want to fix that in some way, because it's kind of annoying. Next thing I want to do is create some enemy death VFX, and also add some screen shake, because currently killing them is a bit lackluster. I think we can make it a bit funner, a bit cooler looking, a bit more satisfying to do. Next, I want to add some red fader on taking damage. That I'll explain kind of when we get there, but I want to make the screen fade red slightly when you take damage, but also make it kind of not be your entire screen that becomes red. I'll talk about it. And I also want to design some new room types with maybe some more interesting layouts now that I've actually created a way to do it better, right? So I think first let's start off with something that's probably going to be a failure, which is the camera. Or no, I guess it's not. Oh, this is hyper zoomed in. All right, actually I'll do one more. All right, so one of these things up here is the camera, I think. Do I even have a reference to the camera? I don't actually know. In here? I do. This is taking the camera's position, setting it equal to the player position, and trying to make it follow, but it doesn't. So the thing is, the main camera, I believe, is not rendering the world itself, right? It's rendering using the normal render raw image here. Is it being shown? It is, right? Yeah. Y'all don't even want to see this. It's cursed. This is cursed looking. Seeing the behind the scenes. If I hold middle click, you can see it shifting. This is the health bar, not pixelated. Evil. This is the health bar. Pixelated. Normal. Interesting that it doesn't appear to be moving on here. I think it's just because, yeah, it's not updating. Yeah, I forgot middle clicking like it does that. I can spam right click to force it to update, but it doesn't seem to be very consistent. I don't know, I'm getting a bit distracted. So I ideally want to make this render slightly more pixels. Stepping on the... No. And this one, I believe, is a separate overlay for specifically the player, which I will also need to interpolate. And then these have references to them somewhere. I just do not remember where. Actually, they might not. No, actually, I don't think they do, because they shouldn't be moving. This is a lot to think about. I basically have to just conceptualize the very strange mixture of camera movement where some of them are moving and some of them aren't, and some of them are pixel aligned and some of them aren't. It's a very strange thing to conceptualize. First thing I'll do, let's change the rendering ratio of this. So if I can remember where this is outputting to, that'd be nice. So this is this texture, which is currently the resolution the game's being rendered at. I'm gonna need to remember these values. I'm gonna screenshot them because that's very important. Did Sorry, I just saw this. That's interesting. I do like the detail of the man drinking from battery. I approve. I do approve. I'm gonna paste this in here. So I need to increase both of these by 2, so it's rendering 1 extra pixel on every side. So it's like plus 1 pixel up, plus 1 pixel here, plus 1 pixel there, whatever. It's just rendering it slightly bigger. And then this is referencing the same texture. I need to take I need a bit of calculator. 2400 divided by 384 times 386. I think those are the values, right? Where did this go? Yeah, 384. So this should be the new width. And that's the size of a pixel? That does not seem accurate. I'm not sure how accurate this math is. I figured, unless I mistyped it. No. That is a bit strange. Wait a minute. What? Wait. What? What? Hold on. What? What? What is this green area? Why is it? Huh? Huh? What are you? Is this the... What? Is this? I think what I'm seeing here, which is that, use that in emoji and emoj, fuck UI, can't type it, okay, that should be an emoji, fuck UI, can't type it, gogglingly, or sorry, gonily only gets funnier the more I look. The drinking battery acid thing, maybe. How did the height change, or how did the width change, but not the height? You know what? I'm actually not even gonna question it. So, but this one should also be rendered. What the? Oh, that's the big render. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother changing that one because it doesn't actually matter. Yeah, sadly it doesn't. So where might I inquire? is my balls. Not a jest. I tell you, not a jest. Where are they? I've lost them. I did. I'm still confused. I'm still really confused about this. So it's slightly wider than the render. I don't get it. Why is it doing that? Height. So it's currently rendering at 800. Actually, wait. 2.0 divided by 800 should be the same. Okay, that's 3, right? I mean, I should have been able to. I could have just bothered doing that in my head, but I was like, no, no, I don't want to. So where's my number that I stored? So this should be the same number, right? 384 3. So I don't think I can just do this and have them be the exact same ratio. Yeah, it's like ever so slightly not the same ratio, which is what's causing that. Is that the actual ratio of things has changed. That is fun. That is really fun. Did I say fun? I meant not. I meant it is not fun whatsoever. Because it means it makes my life slightly more annoying. It, like, if I... What? If I want to make it accurate... What is this now? Okay, that's the other image. And the background... Okay. I'm slowly coming to understand what the things that I'm seeing are. So it really should be like 92? Yeah, 392 is what it should be. I think that 15 minutes I spent making the battery acid PNG is 15 minutes I'll never get back. Probably. So this is square. Well, we've jumped through it. Square. Look at these squares. Well, look at those nerds. So I need to basically extend it so that it's one more pixel outwards than what it's currently rendering at. 392 I'll just paste onto the other one so that they're the same. But if I go back to 2D, I need to basically render it 1 pixel greater than what it is doing, which is slightly more annoying than you would think. And it would be really nice if Unity wasn't bugging. Anyway. I'm not going... Okay, it's just these pixels are a really dumb color. It's like right there. What is this? This is the other image. This is the chunky can. I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to make it render 1 extra. Right? So that's close enough to 1 on the border there. And we do the same thing all the way down here. Where I bring this down and I line that up. There you go. It doesn't need to be like exact. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just wanted to do it. So we should essentially be at the same place we left off. I mean, oh boy, that is not good. Why? Did I do... Oh, wait, do I need to increase the size of the camera? I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm going to bring everything back to how it should be, because I think this is something I'm going to come back to off stream, because this is genuinely really annoying with a lot of really finicky numbers that I don't fully understand what it's doing, and it seems to break when I mess with them. So that'll be not what I do. And you can see we're back to how we were before with none of the weird shenanigans. I don't fucking know what's going on. I think it might be that the camera needs to be changed as well. Should you use that image in your elective art class? I think you should. I think it's well deserving of it. I mean, it's a really powerful image. It speaks to a lot. I'm just gonna start making barrels, because why not? So let's go to image. No. I think it's in furniture. So we have the furniture class that I kind of made before, but it's kind of meh. So, yeah, this technically works, but I'm gonna need to rework some of this. So public string type equals this, and I think. No, I'll keep can not spawn, but I'll make this a switch statement for the type, and then I'll default this break to do this. That way, no more. I mean, it still keeps the exact same functionality. I can now just add something specifically for the barrel because I wanted to do something slightly different. So for the case, we are a barrel. I wanted to, at least for right now, always use the first one. I might add like a random, like some other ones with slightly low chances or whatever of spawning in, but I want to just use the first one, and I don't want it to use the other sprites in it. So we shall see. Actually, wait, what am I saying? We shall see. Haven't made it. That might be a wee bit important. I can throw something together. RQ. So let's grab a 2D object sprite square. Oh boy. You can see the discrepancy from the map and the render. Anyway, so we've got our squared thing here. You can see everything. Wait. Being rendered twice. Wait. Hold on. Does that mean if I go into the scene and I rotate the square? I think it's just literally right there. Yeah, that's weird looking. The Z values of all of these things are really fucked, so they're like this, but you don't see it in 2D because it's in 2D, everything looks completely fine normally. It looks like this. That's really weird to look at and think about. I'm not going to think about it. So let's apply furniture to it because, you know, why not? And this is of course a barrel type. And the sprite list is just going to contain like a images baller, because I don't have any imagination right now, because I haven't made the actual thing. And I want to make a thing. Public void on touch. Switch type. Case barrel. In other words, when you touch the barrel, it will break. Maybe. I wanted to make it so like when you attack shit. And this is going to run into a lot of things. This is going to backtrack through quite a few methods and functions, so Be prepared. Destroy game object. So in other words, it destroys the game object when this is run on the barrel. Next, we're going to back out of here and go to gamer, and I want to make a public method called like get object or something. Get object type. Public class object or object type. Public game object. Public string will be the thing. I don't actually know exactly what I want this method to do. I just want to I'll talk about it as I make it. But for now I need to make a class which will just be like the type equals something. And any other data I want to append to it, I can. So actually I'll do like a public player controller and a public nav mesh entity. Fuck you. Nav mesh entity. There we go. Those will come back later. So let's go back to gamer and let's make a public method here. Now, I don't actually know the precise way I want this to work, but I want to make a public object type called get object or get object type. I mean, makes sense. Public, not public. Well, game object chart. I guess I'll do a tag profile in case I want to. I don't know what it would do. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. So we get the object type. And currently this returns nothing, but I'm going to say var e equals new object type. And let's return e. These should all probably be equal to null, just to make sure. I think they do equal null by default. They might not, so in case they don't, I'm going to say equal null on all of them. Anyway, so let's do like... I had a specific thing in the arrows one. So if chart dot tag is equal to sexy, then I think e dot, I'm gonna say, wait, e dot gm equals chart. Anyway, e dot type equals wall, because I'm pretty certain all of the walls are tagged like that. Rooms, let's go into one of these, let's go into here. This. You can see it's tagged sexy, so if I attack it, it should know that it's one. Our enemy's tagged as enemy, and our player's tagged as player. If so, that's gonna help immensely. If not, I can just do that real quick. Enemies are currently all untagged. So we're going to add a tag. Player nerd. Enemy. There you go. Save those. We go to entities, or yeah, okay. So player untagged player nerd, to clarify, and then enemies, all of you tagged with enemy. There we go. All right. Okay. So now I can do some more stuff. So if it's player nerd, then it's going to return player and e dot player controller equals chart dot get component player controller. And if it's an enemy, then enemy and it's going to return nav mesh entity, but not in here, in entity. So we've gotten all of this stuff now. So now I can then go over to the player arrow script, which is an entity hit shit on the on trigger enter 2D. So instead of doing all of this stuff, right? Instead of doing all of this stuff, we can instead do var pp. Okay. Var e equals gamer.instance dot enemy or get object type, the thing we just made, and we pass in collision dot game object, and we say p dot player controller. So if e dot type, if it's the player, then it does that. If the type is the spitter, oh, this is the nav mesh stuff. Whoops. Well, that actually still works. Anyway, I mean, this code still should work, maybe. But instead of all of this bad code, right, instead of all of that, I can say if, do I have my clipboard? That, okay. And e dot type equals wall. That's incorrect. There you go. So now I've massively simplified the collision detection code by doing that. Now I think I need to go into hit balls, and this is where this one also needs to be reworked. So we are going to run. Actually, I guess it should be in here. We are going to do. Okay, E is apparently getting the entity component. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think, wait, does this have a reference to the thing? Nav mesh entity. It should. Nav mesh entity should have a reference to its entity component. It doesn't? What? It doesn't? Wow. Public entity OXS. Entity OXS. Entity OXS equals get component entity OXS. I don't know how I didn't do that, to be honest. Seems a bit dookie headed, but now I can directly reference that if I need to. Perfect. Back over to hit balls, right? So I'm gonna do var shunk shunk equals gamer.instance dot get object type, and we grab the type of collision dot game object. Now, instead of doing this stuff, I can say if p equals shunk dot entity, and then I can say e equals p dot entity OXS. So essentially it's doing the exact same thing. All this code is the same, except now it's running through this. It's being ported through that, I should say. And I mean, this I actually shouldn't need to do. E should just be in here, and this should be if shunk dot type equals enemy. There you go. So now all of this stuff has been reworked to no longer have any get component stuff. Now this stuff is where shit gets a bit fucky. So this is, I think, the only thing I need to replace with the arrow collision stuff. So it should be shunk. Whoa. Shunk dot type equals wall. Now I'm going to, because I've just essentially gutted, or not gutted, but I've gone through and changed pretty much every method for detecting collision. I think it's probably a good idea to test this. Forgot about Baller. I mean, I'm able to kill him. I'm able to take damage. If that's a good thing, it probably is. So, I mean, everything appears to be working the same, which is perfect, because I've effectively circumvented a lot of the previous kind of mid-code that was going on. And I've effectively made it better. I want to go back to enemy hit shit to make sure it's still doing the same stuff. I mean, this is fine, mostly. But yeah, I've basically just rerouted a bunch of the code to go through this, which now means I can also do a public gamer dot just fucking run the methods. So we're making an event here, and this will be called actually, should this be an event from here? Maybe. Yes, it should. Do on touch. I think I just do that. Do I need to do anything else? I can never remember these fucking things. Oh, you have to specify it's an event. Event. There you go. Now it's colored correctly. All right. So there you have it. We now have an event called this, my balls. I should probably make this a specific color instead of white, but it's fine. What am I gonna do with this? Well, I can now append methods to this, and then they can specify when to run them. So if their tag is not or is equal to furniture, I don't have a tag for furniture, do I? Not really. You know this new square I've been making with the baller image and stuff? That is being deleted, and this really should be these, so it doesn't need to run through them all. And then I say, if you've gotten this far and you're still failing, I want to grab the tag of these, and I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to make a new tag, guys. Guess what? It's a new tag. Whoops. Tag 2. Furniture. I accidentally just deleted the tag that all of these should have. Enemies. Enemy. And then furniture. Square should be furniture, and shag carpet farted sharded shall be also furniture. File save. Now, we're getting close. So if tag is furniture, unless I spelt it wrong, then we are going to create a reference to the public furniture. So I can now grab that whenever you're hitting it, you know? Type equals furniture, and e dot do on touch plus equals e dot furniture dot on touch. Oh boy. All right. Finally, I can go over to the hit balls and say, after all of these, chunk dot do on touch question mark dot invoke. What? What? This is an event. What? Hold on. What the fuck? It's an event. I am, do I not remember how events work? Am I right? Where was I going? Where is the current error? What? Can only appear on the left side. Wait, see, I can't invoke it from outside its native class? This is the most bullshit thing I've seen in a long time. Public void. Fuck you. Just goddamn run the shitty fucking do on touch methods already. I want to stab your eyeballs with a fork. I am not amused that this worked. Do you know? I don't think I can convey over the silence of me not talking the sheer. I don't even know how to put unimpressed idness, unamused. How unamused I am. What the actual fuck is this? What am I? What is this? Why do I need to do this? Why can't I just invoke it? Why do I have to call a method that then invokes it? Literally, all this method does is invoke it. Why can't I just directly do this? What is this bullshit? All right. So then I also did this on can't think of where this is. Enemy hit shit. Same stuff, except instead of shunk, it's E. Right? So basically, if it can, it'll try to do these. If there's nothing there, it won't do anything. So if it's a furniture that it found, right? So if it found a furniture. Oh wait, I should also do that. Um. Oh. Okay, hold on. Furniture. Wait, how much longer is Bros gonna stream? Why? I've only been going for an hour. If I don't know why you're asking how long I'm gonna stream for. I generally do like 2 to 3-ish, somewhere between there amount of hours. But I don't know how many I'm gonna do. Why are you asking? Feels like some ulterior motive is behind the scenes. If it's about edging to Monogatari, then I'm down. Oh, I didn't give it a collider. It would maybe help if I did that. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I did actually delete it. How? A Sork? Oh, are you talking about is Source gonna show up? There is a plausible chance that he might not, which is very sad. Um, at Source, you're gonna miss a stream. I don't know what he's doing. So let's pull over a square. Let's add a box collider 2D. I think that's it. I think that's all I need to do. Right? So it is a collider. We did it. It's so stupid. Wait. So. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, that thing isn't tagged as an enemy, so obviously it's not going to get hit around. Or even is it? I don't even know where it is or what it's called for that matter. Does anyone actually know what it was? Is it called esports ball? I think it is. This just needs to be tagged as a as an enemy, and then we can hit it. But that's pretty great. You can break. Oh shit. Um, it hit an enemy, but it doesn't have enemy entity OXS. Shit, did it not? How was it working before? How was it dealing damage? Oh, what do you have? Oh, okay. I got it. It has the entity OXS component, but it doesn't have the nav mesh component. So I shouldn't have tagged it as an enemy. I should make a new tag called like hitable. Hitable. Hittable, you know? And that is what the esports ball shall have. Hittable. Right? And that one will have some slightly different functionality because when we go to the funny method that we made here, we do if it's equal to hittable, then hittable, and we don't need this, and we just say I don't have a reference entity. Oh shit. Public entity OXS entity. Wait. OXS equals null. The only way I can pull away in this game of perfect plays, infinite strategy and perfection is to wait for my opponent to be unable to live up to the standards of perfection. Yeah, it is. It really is. And he actually is failing, which is probably tragic, I want to say. I'm a bit unsure. Sorry, entity OXS. And then I should be able to actually I should be able to apply similar thing where I can paste it into here by grabbing e.entity entity OXS. And then also from here e.playerController.entity. Sorry. E dot. There you go. So now those are all easily referenceable. When two beings are playing perfectly, the only way for one to win is for one of them to make a mistake. Well, then they wouldn't be playing perfectly. Now, would they? But yes, I do know what you mean. This is the most interesting method I've made in a while, I think. It's just a very general purpose method that a lot of things are now routed through. I think, like, every hit interaction in the game, every collision interaction, is now routed through it. I didn't write the code to tell it what to happen, for what it to do on enemy hit shit. Or sorry, on hit balls. I didn't tell it what to happen if it was the shunk. So shunk type enemy. So I'm gonna do in parentheses or shunk dot type is equal to hittable, and I'm gonna do a shunk dot type question mark, and the colon will be p. Actually, no, it's just always. I'll just do shunk dot entity OXS instead, so I don't even need that. Okay, that should have fixed it. I can do nothing? Okay. I can do nothing but play this game of... You've already said... Oh, wait, no. I can do nothing but play this game of life this game of streams, this game of credits, perfectly, and pray my opponent cannot live up to the pressure of perfection. That feels like a reworded version of what you said before, which is the only way I can pull away in this game of perfect plays, infinite strategies, and perfection is to wait for my opponent to be able on it, is to be unable to live up to the standards of perfection. Just feels like like rewording of that. Anyway, so that should have fixed it. So I can actually continue damaging this thing. What? I'm not hallucinating, right? I think that's slightly bugged. I can only imagine what's going on there. Oh, I see. It's hitting it twice. Um, is hit broken? Hmm. Okay, I need to make a hit list. I need to make a hit list. Public game object. No. List game object. Hit list equals this. Uh hit list dot add collision dot game object. And hit list dot contains collision dot game object. There we go. That should no longer be happening. That's a pretty interesting bug that came around from the fact that I tried to make arrows like be cooler. Basically what was happening is the arrow was sticking around for a minute, like stationary on the ground. Not for like a couple seconds at most. But it now should be up up up. Does it just not care? Okay, hold on. Um, if equals false, if I is greater than 25, no equals true. Actually, I'm going to say greater than 40. And then I'm going to say happy now. What this should mean is once it's fading, it no longer should be capable of dealing damage. Like once it's hidden away. I don't really have good methods to track when it's working or not. I mean, I haven't seen it break. I think it's good, and if it ever does break ever again, I mean, it's a very minor problem if it actually does happen. What basically the things that need to happen is basically the arrow doesn't already hit it, and then something walks into. Okay, it happened twice just then, but it basically is not going to happen. I think, so I think we're good. Singal. So What? What? Um, mm, it's not this, is it? Um, hmm? With the there's no furniture. There's- What? Why are these enemies labeled as furniture? Why are they labeled as furniture and not enemy? What? Oh man, alright. That was really dumb. Somehow the enemies got labeled as furniture? Maybe that could have been when I deleted the enemy tag by accident. This spear is way too OP still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Alright, all this stuff is actually working. Enemies are actually existing now. I might need to buff the speed of rats by a lot. I've been meaning to. Because currently I think they move at 5 speed. Yeah, I'm going to move them up to 7. Rats are getting a big speed buff. They are by far the fastest thing in the game right now. I mean, the charge of the Skeletor guy is pretty fast. I think that is the fastest anything moves. But the base movement speed, the rats are the fastest at 7 now. Which I think is much more fitting. I might even buff it more. But it makes them a bit more of a threat. Makes them keep up on your toes a bit more. I mean, you could still easily outrun them. I might increase their movement speed even more if once I add like a dash so that they can actually like be a bit of a threat. Because currently they aren't. And that's a bit of a thing. A bit of a shunking baller. Yeah, this spear needs to be nerfed. It's just that the material it's made from just adds a flat 5 damage, which is a bit crazy. Because it's multiplying the damage by 2.5, essentially. Which it really shouldn't be doing. I need to add some kind of dash. I think that might be one of my next goals. Add like a dash mechanic. Just as like a general thing I can try and do. Oi, die. Oi, die. You know, you can see the game starting to culminate. I think currently the difficulty is a bit high. I want to increase the density of enemies in the rooms, even if the difficulty is a bit high. I don't know. I'm debating that one. Currently, there's no difficulty scaling. The deeper you go, it's always the same. Everything is always the same. It just regenerates new areas, you know? So it's the same as just restarting if you go to a new floor. However, your health does save between floors, so that's something. You don't heal between them. I've got 2 gold. Or no, sorry, I've got 2 rocks and 1 gold. We've got gold, I see. Gold. Gold. We have some gold. So I want to grab something. I don't exactly know what I'm going to do. I think that's some pretty good progress that we've made already so far. I mean, no camera smoothing, but we've made the barrel functionality. I do want to add barrel moment. Where's barrel? I deleted it. Where's Fernet? So I'm creating a few barrels here. Right, we've got our array of barrels. Now, I want to give them a bit of extra pizzazz, a bit of extra shunking, if you will. So by default, their sprite is 0, but I want to do like a var f equals random dot range 0 to 1f, and then if f is less than 0.15, then or I think it's self.sprite equals sprites 1. And then there's also going to be like a 5% chance they don't spawn, which would be 2 because it breaks. Let's have a look. So real shit. Let's go to yeah, square. So let's add a second image, but I want this one to be slightly different. So I'll make that one like maybe not amongst us. It's a bit big. Right, Baller's a bit manageable in size. Banana sword, there it is. Alright, guys. So there should be like an 85% chance. Yeah, this about checks out. There should be like a 5% chance that I might bump up these numbers slightly. To 20 and 10. So there's an 80% chance that it's Baller, a 10% chance that it's a Banana Sword, and a 10% chance that it just doesn't spawn. It's kind of hard to tell if they don't spawn. But it should do this and then destroy itself in the case that its balls were wiped. So we should be good. I mean, you can see this, like, pattern. I think there's one missing here. No. No, there isn't. I genuinely cannot tell if it's actually succeeding in removing them. Okay, that one is gone. At least. Right? You can see this. There should be one right there, but it's missing, right? No. I'm going insane. I'm literally going insane. I cannot remember the layout of this thing for my life. I don't. Okay, that has to be one missing, right? Right there. Okay. Yes, I actually for once was not going insane. That's wild. Who could have guessed? Okay. So they are actually existing sometimes. That is also a finally actually different. All right. Man, that was a pain. All right. Point being, though, we've done this. I might buff these chances slightly. So it's like a 10%, actually, 15% chance it doesn't spawn in, 10% chance of Baller Sword. I think that's good because I want to have them be a bit special, and it's fine. So why don't I do that? Because I want to put these barrels around and kind of hide them, shunk them around the map. Now, currently, none of them actually do anything, but you can destroy them. Wait, if I do this and then I run, we can actually go up here and we can actually start destroying all of these, right? Because we've gave them hitboxes, right? Did I not? I might not have in the prefab. Let's go check. They don't have a box collider tuning. They did not have it. This is hearsay. They did not have a collider. Anyway, now that we've actually given them a collider, we can start deleting them, you know? Like, we can break them. Them disappearing looks a bit weird because their hitbox is not very proportional to their images, but, you know, we can clear them out. Like weeds, they're gone now. That's pretty wacky, yo. Pretty redonkulous. Delete. I tried to press delete, but it didn't work. It did not work. Now, do we continue? I mean, that's barrels done. I'm calling that barrels done. Well, because I mean, they're obviously the images aren't there, but I'm gonna make those off camera because I mean they're not the most interesting to watch me make. I think. Um, Camera smoothing, yeah, no, that was a failure. I have no idea what's going on there. I'm gonna look into possible solutions for that. Maybe. I genuinely just would not. I could actually just genuinely sacrifice a pixel in the current render. I mean, would anyone care at the loss of 1 pixel on the edge of your vision? Probably not. So I could just do that. So I don't need to actually make it render +1, but that's later problem. Fixing the camera teleportation bug. This one should be interesting. So, so it equals p-pause. So target pause is where it's trying to go, and it has a stored value called p-pause. What is z? Okay, so it sets its position to p-pause, then moves it towards the mouse, sets its, I mean, adds the target position? Oh, okay, no, sorry, it's offsetting the target position by the mouse. I got it, all right. Anyway, so it's taking the mouse position and like, as a vector from the center of your screen and offsetting the target position by it. Then it's moving the transform position towards this, or towards the target that it's created, with these parameters, but that doesn't really matter. What does matter, its transform position is already p-pause. Right, so that's already true. But p-pause then gets overwritten to equal z, which is the new move location that it created from here. Then ss equals p-pause. What kind of stupid ass code is this? So then finally it sets the transform position. Why doesn't it just set the thing directly? Why does it overwrite what p-pause is in the first place? Oh, wait. It's because, it needs to yeah, okay. Because p-pause is now where the camera is. Wait. So what the fuck is this doing? Oh, that's on next floor. Okay. Let's go to the main menu real quick. Mm-hmm. Let's have a look. What? 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 Is it called like game state? What the fuck is it called? Oh wait, it's probably not instanced. It's probably called gamer.state. Game state. Yeah, I knew it. Um. So just everything after this. Actually, I can just move all of this up here too. All of this can be moved out. So it only does this while it is not the main menu. Zero, zero. I wasn't actually looking at the thing to see if it worked. It's still doing it slightly. I think I know why. I think it's that. There is no other possible thing it could be. I think. Please. So, go in here. Yeah, that's accurate, actually. Because it had to jump to where your mouse was. So you can see it like do that because it's going to where your mouse is. But yeah, it's fixed. That feels nice. All right. That's a long-standing bug that's now out. It's out. It's been ousted. It's been fixed. No, don't duplicate that, please. There you go. So that's another one down. Now we make a red fader on taking damage. For this, I'm going to need to make a custom image because I don't think I can actually do this easily in Unity itself. Maybe I can with like a shader or something, but it seems a bit annoying to do, so I'm just not going to. So let's make a... I remember it. I remember the problem. I remember the problem. It was, it had to do with thingaroos. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's always fine. Everything is definitely fine. So let's go to the game dev thing, so I can just throw it in there. Actually, wait, do you think I have it in Delusion? I do. I'm too powerful. I've already made it before. Because I did a similar thing in Delusion. So I can just steal my previous work. This is amazing. Oh wait, but it's already red. I don't want it to be red. I want it to be white. So that I can color it from within the editor itself. Images, images, images. Wow. I put that in there. Is it in here? Yep, there it is. All right. So let's make this thing. So we're gonna make a UI image. Make sure it is not a raycast target. And it's going to have this applied to it. 16 by 9, and then we're just going to... There you go. Anyway, now that that's been taken care of, this isn't 16 by 9, correct? Yes, okay. So, creates this very suspicious looking thing. But it's fine. And then I just make Hmm. Gimme. Gimme. There you go. With like 1,000 and like a 10. It doesn't match up. That sucks. Hmm. I was hoping that it would. That means this image is actually not the greatest. Oh, I see what's going on. All right, hold on. So let's do this, but let's add another one. This one will be red. I basically just need the edges to become solid. I mean, I can keep going. There we go. All right. Now I redo this color, except with this being white and this being white. That's black, white. There we go. File, download, PNG. So this one is a different gradient chart. And we should, in theory, by applying this... No? What? Did I hallucinate it? Touching the edge? I'm gonna put this in the background. No, okay, I guess it actually is. But I wanted to like just barely do it. There we go. That's annoying. Third time's the charm, bitches. Because I wanted to encroach, but I don't want it to encroach too much, and this is also I can tint it a different color later. Third. There we go. Okay, finally. Whew, okay, so we've got this monstrosity of a thing now, and basically no matter what aspect ratio you're in, you'll always see it, right? But what actually is it? Who fucking knows? I know what it is. Right, but here's the thing. I can now grab these and tint them all the same exact shade of red. Now there's no more guesswork as to which color they are. They are the exact same. Now, when I go to Gamer, I do a public list image sexers equals new list image. I'm gonna not call it that. I'm gonna call it hit sexers. There we go. Now it's more clear what it is. I mean, because I don't think it was clear before, but now it is. So fixed update. So we're in fixed update here. And if we're in the game or in the lobby and we take damage, I want to say up. Public float chart poop. Yes. 0 F. Chart poop minus equals time dot delta time, and then I do if no. I'm just thinking about like a good way of approaching this. Var C equals hit sexers dot color or dot, oh sorry, 0 dot color C dot A equals sharp poop bar E or bar and hit sexers CA dot color equals C. Okay. And then I think that just randomly imported something up here. I don't know. The fuck is, I don't know. Multiplayer samples utility client authority. Do I need that? Apparently I do. Who knew? Well, I guess it would have told me, but who cares? So they should just be not there. Well, oh shit, I forgot to assign them. Maybe that would help. Where is it? The parent and the two children. There we go. Right? Shoink, shoink, shoink. There you go. All right. Now, it still should not work in the main menu. But we can ignore it. Now, I can just set all of their A's to 0. Final thing. Main menu. Sharp poop equals 0f. And then video XS. So when you hit the player is equal to this, then gamer.instance dot sharp poop plus equals 0.1. So that should tint your screen red when you take damage. Slightly. I might need to reduce the decay rate. Either it's not working or it's not noticeable. Oh, it's going to negative. Greater than 0. Actually, I'm just gonna clamp it. Sharp poop equals mathf dot clamp. Is a clamp 0, 1 sharp poop. Because it shouldn't go above 1 and shouldn't go below 0. I'm running out of water. I'm chugging this shit. To be fair, water. Alright. New attempt. They should actually be able to get through. That's a bit intense. I think because I set it to 1. But you see where this is going, where this is going, right? Or like what I'm going for with this. I think the full 1 second was a bit intense. Or the full 1 intensity, but if we try like 0.3, I think that'll be a bit more amenable. I want you to feel getting hit. There's not even sound effect. Ah, yes, that's it. You know? Like when you're getting shungited, when you're getting shungled, do you think when you're getting shungled? Sorry, I'm just gonna send that to Bruce. When you're getting shungled. Alright. Sorry, I wanted to quote myself on that because I think it's a pretty funny thing. Anyway, so now you can see when you're getting hit, it's actually much more impactful. I mean, we already got the screen shake going, right? That was already a thing. Now it's even combined with like this hit effect that kind of compounds if you take too much damage too quickly. I think it's good. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I think it's bonkers. Yo, I might slightly up the impact to 0.4 instead of 0.3, which should make it last slightly longer and be slightly more intense. So, I think this will probably be a good middle ground of being intense while also being cool. Now let's take a look. So I go into here. Yeah. I might up this screen shake on taking damage. Currently, this is what it is. So I believe it's strength and fall off, yeah. 50% more. I'm making the I want you to when you take damage, you don't just shrug it off. Or I mean you do. But I want you to feel it in your soul. And that'll be aided when we have sound effects, because currently everything's very silent. But yes, I think the screen shake being a bit more intense is very nice. And if anything, I might actually increase it again to 2. I don't know. I just wanted to make the well, we could compare in Desmos the shake graphs. So what we were doing was 0.1 times 0.85 to the x. This was the graph of the previous shake. And this is the current graph. Right? So, I mean, it's just overall at least double the amount of shakage. And decays similarly. But I think it should add more impact. Let's see. Yeah, when you get hit now, you're wobbling. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do not. So getting hit feels bad now. You're disincentivized. Is that a disincentivized? My brain is not comprehending that word. You're not encouraged to get hit. I mean, you weren't before, but it was just kind of a limp if you got hit. I mean, your HP went down. That was about it. That was just kind of it. It felt like you were invincible, you know. It felt like you were a tank. You could take on whatever and not even feel a scratch because just nothing was happening when you took damage. Then I added a slight like screen shake because, you know, I wanted to make it feel like it. But even then, it just felt like you were getting like a buzz or something. It didn't actually feel bad. But now with the red, it feels personal every time you take the damage. And the screen shake being more intense also is nuts. I might actually further up the screen shake even more. Because it's actually not that much still. It's just a very... actually. 4 times the original screen shake. Which, if we plot that against the Desmos, this is the new screen shake. I mean, if it was negative, it'd be much higher. But so the overall thing, much bigger amounts of screen shake. It takes a good how long to reach 2? It doesn't matter. Reach 0.2 amplitude. It takes about 5 ticks, which is a 1/10 of a second to reach. So it halves basically every 1/10 of a second. I think. I don't know. That's kind of some interesting math. So now, ooh, 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 yeah. Getting hit does not feel good. Ooh, so that's some nasty screen shake combined with the red outline that appears whenever you get hit. Oof. Yeah, that is and that combos together as well. Like if you take a bunch of damage in a short amount of time, the yeah, that that's definitely interesting. I might make like the effect like lessened if it hits your overheal shield instead of health. But yeah, for definitely for health damage, I'm gonna keep it like pretty intense. Cause taking health damage, not a great plan. Not a great plan. I'm getting back up in terms of health because this spear is a bit OP. But I took a hit. I took a hit. I gotta add some animation to some of these things when they attack because it's not clear. I mean, I think it's pretty telegraphed on that guy because he like freezes for a second before doing it. Because I told him to like slow down for 0.3 seconds before attacking, like that. It's pretty telegraphed, that one. At least not decently telegraphed, but you can feel it and you also can see it. With these guys, it feels very not great. I also kind of want them to look at you more. I don't know. Point being, maybe I should make like when you take damage in the overheal, or like if you take damage and didn't take any health damage, then it's slightly lessened effect. I mean, if health is less than max health. Oh wait, but that's still never mind. Will be a thing for another time. Anyway, I am pretty damn happy with making the player being hit feel very juicy. So that is another goal down. Um, stretching right now. Pretty intense coding sesh. I mean, it wasn't the most intense. In fact, it was probably like the opposite of intense. But I was just vibing for like an hour there. Just taking a second to stretch and whatnot. All right. So, um, do I want to make like the enemy kill effects right now? Maybe. I want to make some kind of thing that I can like spawn in. Not like a particle system. I don't actually know how that'll work. So let's do like a public game object list game object that says game object. This will be of the particle spawns equals new list. Okay. Video XS. No. Wait, maybe? What is the code that's called when they have less than 0 health and is an enemy? On kill, if enemy, then it does this stuff. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it does destroy the game object. I'm not going insane. Hmm. Alright. For every other in others. Others is a list of game objects. Healers to spawn, then it adds them. Okay, it's just setting the correct data for it. Alright. Anyway. What was I gonna do? So how do I make it spawn something? I'm gonna go like instantiate gamer dot instance dot particle spawns 0 transform.position trans quaternion.identity. I think that's good. I'm gonna do something similar with the enemy holder where I just copy component, paste component as new. There we go. And so that'll be that. And then I can run tags.refs, and then I can paste the name of it. So that is effectively letting me do .transform to make sure it's .transform so that it spawns in there. Anyway, so this is just going to grab whatever the first thing is. Now this is currently going to throw an error because it's going to. I haven't made the particle effect, so let's make that. Create 2D. No. It's called effects particle system. Here we go. Honestly, pretty close to what I want, but also not. So start. First of all, emission, shape, velocity over time. Can I like... Well, first of all, this is always change the simulation space to world. I don't like it when it's local. This adds a linear force, but I want to give it acceleration, like gravity. Can I do that? Speed over life or something? Limit velocity. I mean, that's limiting the velocity. I want to do like size by speed. External forces? I don't know. I'm flying blind here. I do not mess with these that much. I mean, I use them sometimes, but not enough. So, lifetime by emitter speed, force over lifetime. This could be what I'm looking for. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna say burst probability 1, interval 0, cycle 0. Alright, so this is just doing this. Now, I probably wouldn't enable looping. I just do this, you know? But I'll have looping on for now. Right, it'll be kind of like a blood red kind of thing. And I probably want to reduce the size and the speed. So, lifetime... I don't know, I'm just, I'm messing with these particle effects to make them what I want. Alright. And then I want to reduce their size. Where's their size? Start size. Right, maybe you start to see where I'm going with this. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do. And then I want to add a trail. Is there a way to make it... Well, I can't. I want to do size over lifetime, which does the other one. Yeah. But is there a way to make the... I don't care about the texture mode. Size effects lifetime? That's kind of interesting. Size effects width. I mean, size affecting lifetime is kind of funny. Inherent particle color, I could be like, no. Die with particles. Why would it not? World space? I don't know what these are actually doing. I basically want to make it so like it tapers, however. I'm not really sure if I can do that. Aha, there we go. That's what I wanted. So, so force over lifetime. Force over lifetime. I'm gonna make the cone. I think you can see what I'm doing, like blood splat kind of thing. However, I don't like what it's currently doing, so let's go over to the emission shape. Hmm. Cone upwards, I guess. But like radius 2. Nah. Like I want to like if I spawn this where some like a rat dies or something, spews up blood or something, might reduce the amount of particles. But I also wanted to like hold on, wait. Where's color over lifetime? Am I going crazy? Color over lifetime. And the reason I want that is so that I can go to the particle system and then I can go uh you Is there no way to pause it? Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to see if there was any I could make, like... There was one, like, Liberation something that I like to use. Font material, there we go. Alright, that just makes them, like, transparent so you can't see them, which is what I want. So now we've got this kind of thing going with, like, a blood splat. Ideally, I'd like them to spawn at a random height. However... Oh! We're getting somewhere. But can I get, like, a height? Oh, length. One? You know? Like, imagine this spawns from where an enemy dies. Like, a sploot. Like, okay, let's increase this angle. Like, but, like, imagine this comes out of an enemy. Okay, maybe, like, I reduce the angle, and I reduce the, or I increase the thingy. Hmm. Where is force over lifetime? I think it just goes like slightly too high. I want it to be like the same time arc, just lower. That makes sense. This will all be like this will all become pixelated in time. Ooh, that's nice. Might increase the size. Dude, that's honestly like pretty sick for a blood effect. I do gotta say. I kind of want to do the like that's just nice. The only thing is like it's massive. But I might be able to just scale it down. Like if this is the size of like an enemy, right? Like kaboom. It's like so close to what I want it to be. Uh I'm just adjusting the umbrella so that it's like the kind of thing I want. Anyway, let's go back down to the emitter cone angle. All right. So if I take this, like this concept. Ugh. Okay, hold on. That might be a bit much. Let me go back to the cone. I want to make this area that it spawns over bigger. Um, shape, radius. Where's length? Okay, okay. So this spawns on like where an enemy dies. And then no looping. Right? So imagine like an enemy gets killed, kablam. Blood splat. Why does it go to 2 seconds? I have the duration at 1. No clue. Whatever the case. So it does this. Oh, it's... The start lifetime is 2. No, I still don't know why it runs for 2 seconds. It doesn't matter. It doesn't loop. It doesn't do anything. That's what's fine. Anyway. It, like, spews blood, dude. Cycles 3, 5. You know? So it's not like... Anyway, whatever. It, like, is existing. So, we've got our blood particle. Next thing. I want to make this, like, create C# script. So, create C# script. No. It'd be in, like, MISC. Create C# script. Art shit ball. Public float lifetime equals like 3f. Lifetime plus equals or All right. So what this is basically doing is just limiting the lifetime of the thing, so I can then save the particle system into a thing. I could spawn that in with. It'll be golden. Trust me. I don't even know where to put this in. I'm gonna make a new. I'm gonna make a new thing called like particle effects. So this amazing particle effect that we made, I'm going to also attach it the amazing script that we just made called part shitball with a life of 3 seconds. So it'll immediately kill itself after 3 seconds, and then I go to the thing and I tell it that the particle effect, this is the first one because it's our first one that we've made. So we go to particle and I put that in particle spawns. And now whenever any enemy dies, it should spawn in this blood particle effect. Interesting. Okay. So why? Okay. Duly noted. It's for some reason rotated at -90 instead of turning on that identity. You know what? I'm not here to judge. -90 00. It can do whatever the hell it wants. I'll just spawn it in at that angle, I guess. I want to add like a blood pool or something, but we can get there. I think it disappears too quickly. Like it fades away. Okay, okay, okay. Back to looping for a second, just so I can see this happening. So first of all, I'm gonna start it being slightly transparent. Not like fully, but slightly. And then I'm going to do the color over lifetime. Not even gonna, like, I could just not even change it. I mean, that's definitely reducing it, but you could still say the main thing that's contributing to it disappearing is the size, in which I increase the lifetime. All right. All right, let's check that out. This thing is still rendering on default, so it should be pixelated. I wasn't really paying attention to it, to be honest. I was mostly focused on making sure it looked neat. I still want it to be faster, is the thing. It's too slow, I think. Okay, I put it to loop. That's my B. It still feels too slow. That's the main thing. Is there like a playback speed? Simulation speed. That's very nice. It was like it was just like felt like it was moving in slow motion, which is weird. I forgot to turn off the fucking looping. No more looping. Okay, there we go. I don't know what pre-warm does. I probably does something like baking some of the effects, but I don't care. So, now, whenever any enemy dies, feels like it's a bit too high. And let me create an empty for this. Okay, so I'm just like moving it over slightly so that it's underneath something else. This shouldn't change its functionality, except that I'm removing the component from it and I'm giving it to this. Misc part lay shit. And then a U. Forgot to put it on the gamer. Particelle. Particelle. Right, is it? There you go. And then I put that in there. I'm just trying to adjust the position of it. Basically make it so that it doesn't look... I mean, for some reason it looked like it was like appearing too high for most of the enemies. So I'm lowering it manually like that. And we have the same thing again. Because it spawned... Because now I'm doing Quaternion, I need to do Quaternion that identity. Mm-hmm. There's no winning. Anyway, with that all fixed and good and stuff, it now looks like it's maybe slightly too, maybe like 0.5 instead of 1. But you can see now there's like a bloodbath coming out of enemies whenever they die now. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense coming out of the skeletons, so I might have to make a custom death thing for them. But that's like pretty goddamn nice, you gotta admit. Like, you're just fucking killing things, skabaloosh. Now, the skeletons, it's definitely a bit wacky. So I'm gonna probably make, like, a bone flying thing. Similar, like, effect. Maybe even, like, the exact same particle, just, like, with bones at the end with no trails or something. I don't fucking know. But we are now... So maybe instead of, like, -1, it's, like, -0.5. But I think that's good, to be TBH, to be completely H. We can just make it not do it on skeletons because they will have their own death thing. Now, I mean, that's part 1 of the death good. Like, you can shablanc you and they explode into blood and shit. It feels much more satisfying to kill things now, just from, like, the blood particle, which is kind of weird. Next up, we're going to create a particelle. Where's misc? Particelles. Pub. String type equals blood switch public sprite renderer. Okay. Start coroutine. Public enumerator. Switch. Don't mind this interesting code with a lot of red. What are you getting there? What do I have on my clipboard? That got it. Start coroutine. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make a 2D object sprite circle. Um, mm-hmm. Where is my prefabs? Or my particles? I need a reference on my size for this. I kind of want to make like a blood pool. So, um, int I equals 0. I is less than 25. Plus plus. All right, all right. Yield return new weight for fixed update. All right, all right, all right. So, dot transform dot local scale equals 0 or new vector 3 0 point or 0 0.5f 0 or 1, I guess. And then so we're going to plus equal 0 0.0 or 0. Which in other words should expand it to a full 1. And also sp dot color equals or dot c dot a equals 0. Sp dot color equals c. Anyway, c dot a plus equals 0.04. In other words, it's growing and becoming solid, and then it's going to yield return new weight for seconds 1f. Let's do 50 to make it simple. Uh, I'm just thinking about how this is gonna look. Might need to increase that. And then I'll just set the lifetime to like... Actually, 3 seconds is fine still. I just need to assign something and then it'll be good. It's gonna be white instead of red, but I can just tint it. So I mean, we'll definitely be able to get the gist of what it looks like, right? Uh, uh, what? I like in... I need to like... Is Control P the thing to pause? Um, Unity keybind zip pause. It's Control P. None of that's working. All right, fine. Why am I moving so fast? Oh, it's from when I was spamming P. Where's Particelle? What? What is going on? Why can't I see it? It's not hidden. Oh my god, it's Z value. Why? Why is it so far? Why is it a negative? It's so stupid. Like, even this one wasn't. It was just that. Alright, alright, alright. We can see the nut pool now. We can see the pool of nuts. What does my nut pool look like? Well, let's find out. I saw something there, which is probably from the one I manually spawned in. Right, but you can see that, like, a pool opens up. It's fading away improperly because it starts at 0. Alright, let's adjust some of the parameters so that it's what we want. First of all, it should not be starting at 0 or at 0.5. Secondly, I might start width slightly bigger at like 0.75. And finally, I'm gonna go to the particle system. Copy. Paste. So, I mean, that should cap it. Or, I mean, yeah, you can see the pool disappearing there. I might need to make the pool, like, disappear faster or something. Also make these render behind things. So, particle system, this should be renderer -5, probably. Where's sorting order? Sorting fudge. I don't know what that does, actually, sorting fudge. Where's order and layer, though? I'm going to say -5, and I'm going to say this one is actually even worse at -6. So it just is behind everything on the ground. And I'm actually going to do it at 10. So it actually takes, wait, that's not right. That'll make it very wide. I might make it, like, cap the transparency as well. C equals mathf.clamp C, or is it, what's the values? Is it, okay. C 0.75, yeah. C.A. So that should make the pool rapidly expand at the beginning. Might be a bit big now. I should probably delete the one that's just been vibing. Like, it's just been around. Save. Shungite. I might even reduce the time the pool is around instead of 1 full second, but we'll see. But you can see now it's like they explode in blood. It's fucking brutal. Dude, this is actually nuts. If I make this scale with the local scale of the enemies too. Wow, I'm actually like genuinely amazed with this. I'm really fucking happy with it. It's just like a little puddle of blood. There's a reminder of what you did. Your sins. I might even slightly modify the color. I don't even remember what it was at before. I'm just gonna guess. Oof, this is visceral. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, I've got an idea. So, every enemy should have a collider on it. Or should have the nav mesh component. So where scripts. I need an enemy example so I can take a look at some stuff. So this thing, right, has a nav mesh radius of like very small. Radius 0.33, right? Where this thing is 0.6. So what if a.transform.local scale equal. Actually, let's do float s equals. Get component nav mesh entity or nav mesh agent dot radius divided by 0.33 f new vector 3 SSS. Yeah. All right. I might reduce the scaling slightly because this is making it scale proportionally. Because I thought the blood effect looked neat on the rats. Wait, why is this the blood pool is scaling massively? Whoa, 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 what? The fuck? It is spawning in. I'm a bit confused. I don't know why the particle effect size isn't being scaled. I'm just going to remove this code, to be honest. It was an idea that I had, alright? It might just mean that, that they have different things. So int effect equals -1. Switch, do I have a nav mesh entity? Get component nav mesh. I don't even care. Mesh entity dot type. No, not get component dot type. Enemy type. Default break. Effect equals 0. If effect is greater than negative. All right. So basically, if it has a chosen effect, then it'll spawn it. And they all are defaulting to the blood because that's the only one I made right now. But you know, Miwen, Pac-Man, and the Ghostly Adventures intro in Arabic. I know you guys can't hear it, but I can. I'm vibing to it. I'm jamming to it. All right, let's see. What does this do? It should be the same. Voice died. It should be the same as it originally was. Going back to what it used to be. Yeah. Except now we have like some slightly darker blood. I think for that I might bring back the transparency that I got rid of, or that I gave it, because it doesn't need it anymore. It kind of feels watery now with the transparency. So yeah, I'm gonna bring back the opaqueness. And so currently I've capped it at 0.7. Well, let's go to part shitballs. 0.75 is its current cap. I'm gonna bring it up to like 9. And same with the particle, I'm actually going to increase its starting transparency. All right. What this should do, ideally, is make it look less watery, more bloody. That's the goal. I don't know, just make stuff. Dude, this is honestly really nice. I mean, just as like an effect. I mean, there's also probably ways this could be improved. Because this is pretty basic. I mean, it's just like a circle and some blood. But it just honestly makes killing things feel much more, like, impactful, I could say. Instead of them just, like, popping out of existence. Now there's something that's actually, like, remains for a minute afterwards. It's the blood that, from the thing. I could add, like, chunks of the enemy, which would be amazing and gross. Grotesque. But, that's a bit out there. I'm just going around killing things. I mean, I've made like this all this stuff pretty satisfying to use, I think. Ooh. Look. Okay. I need to get like a big pile of enemies. Yeah, I mean, I did that pretty badly, but you can see like you can get some pretty big like blood splashes just from things. What is this generation? I still need to make rooms generate at the end only. Note to self, make rooms gen. Note to self, make next floor thing spawn at the end of gen. All right. It's been written down, so I'll come back to it eventually. You can zoom out. You can see the big line. I'm not sure what that line even is, to be honest. It's just a line. Why can't I see the normal render? Hold on. There we go. I was just wondering where it was for a second. There we go. All right. I am pretty fucking happy with today, to be honest. I mean, wasn't the... I mean, I didn't get everything done, but I wasn't really expecting to. That is the right one, yeah, okay. I mean, I wasn't really expecting to be able to do this one. That's why I said attempt to, because I was like, yeah, this is going to require some other stuff. And it was only like a half-hearted thing at most, because, I mean, the game already works fine as is. But I mean, I think we made some serious improvements to like the overall, game feel. Specifically relating to the player taking damage and dealing damage. Actually, wait. I can do one last thing that I thought of to add a little bit of oomph to for when you're killing things. Where is it when you take damage? Yeah, it's NDOXS, but it's like in here. It's like shake. And I want to do it on when you die. So it just shakes the camera, It's just a little bit of extra pizzazz. This is a technique I did also in Rupture, which I could probably pull up as an example. But I think I did enemy death very satisfyingly in that. Kind of trying to replicate part of that and improve upon it. We'll see. Too much, too little? I don't know. I mean, I'm just like... maybe a bit too much shake. It's a bit hard to tell. I think a bit too much shake. So let's go back to like this kind of shake. So it's there. It's just not like a focus. I wanted to enhance the experience. I don't want it to like I don't want you to be thinking about the shake that's going on. I want you to be like, "Oh yeah, that's some shake right there." That or I keep the same intensity but make it decay faster. That could be another thing. It's decaying at like essentially 0.85. It's hard to even notice it now. I mean, it's there. More noticeable when you kill a bunch of things. Okay. I'm gonna try bringing it back to 0.2. Maybe even 0.25 if I'm feeling a bit daring, but reduce it to 0.8 on the decay. Which, if we take a look at a Desmos graph here, this is a 0.2 at the old one, and this is a 0.2 at the new one. Essentially, very similar starting point, but it decays much faster, is the thing. Well, I guess we'll see how that turns out. Will it be good? Will it be shit? Who knows? Let's go. So, I'm actually kind of liking it. It's kind of a nice short one. It's like long. All right, I'm sorry, it's not long. It's like I guess like intense, but not long. If I can get some good like sound effects, I think that'll be good. Real, this honestly is like peak. Now, the blood coming from the skeleton still doesn't make a lot of sense, but and that's just something I've got to fix by like actually working on a new particle effect for them. But you know, I mean, what can you do? I haven't made it yet, so yeah. I will write that down. Add boner particle effect. But yeah, I think it was a good stream. I think it was a good stream. I'm basically done for today because I've got nothing else. I'm kind of out of steam. Ugh, also tired a bit. I've also got some poopy fart dingles. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about I guess the stuff with the future streams. I guess I shouldn't say future stream. The near future streams, the next stream. I might do another one before I have to leave. I'm leaving Saturday. Today is currently Wednesday night. Um, so yeah, I have like 2 days basically, Thursday, Friday. If I want to stream during those days, I might. I've also got family coming over though, so maybe not. I don't actually really know what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna be gone for a week. I'm not even gonna have access to the internet, so that's gonna be fun. And then we're gonna be back, and then I don't know. I've got a week of not a whole lot, and then I've got a week of more stuff going on. I've got a very busy summer this summer. I mean, it is my going into senior year stuff, so it's a lot of stuff relating about uh exploring college campuses and whatnot. Mm, it's so fun. But yeah, it's stuff I gotta do. So yeah, I think I'm gonna probably go for now. I mean, I don't have anything else to do. I need water. My throat is very dry. I need a drink. I'm very thirsty right now. Yes. Um, so yeah, see you guys later. Be it in the past, present, or future.